research. Joining us now, a member of that committee and co-author of those findings, Iowa Congresswoman Mariannette Miller-Meeks. Congresswoman, great to see you. I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm just before we get into the details of what you found, why did you feel that you, as the Republican members, had to do your own investigation? Why wasn't it the committee as a whole?
Well, as a committee, we have asked repeatedly for there to be an investigation into the origins of COVID-19. And even back in April, at one of our committee meetings with Dr. Fauci and Dr. Walensky of the CDC, we asked this question again of the chair. And one of the other members had said that they were looking at doing an investigation through the Science and Technology Committee. As you know, we still have yet to have any notice that there will be an investigation. And so I think rightfully, we use the powers of oversight that we have in Congress, and we convened a hearing. Unfortunately, none of the Democrats attended that hearing, but the expert testimony from the witnesses was quite profound, quite significant. And I think, as they said, and I would tend to agree, that this virus came from the laboratory, whether it was a leak, whether it was accidental, whether it was an intentional, whether it was man-made, or whether it was a virus that they brought into the laboratory and then worked through gain-of-function research to enhance its human-to-human transmission and also its virulence or pathogenicity, that occurred in the laboratory and it leaked from the laboratory. So I think that right now, all the credible scientific information looks like it was, a leak from a laboratory and it was not of zoonotic origin.
It's amazing that the Democrats, they're the ones, they constantly talk about the politicization of the pandemic and the virus. They're the ones that are completely weighing in on one side of this rather than just trying to find the truth. Where do you think this goes next?
Well, I think that if we continue to have people push, continue to have people like you, people to the public that continue to demand answers, that we will see an investigation. I would rather have it be done sooner rather than later. I think that the FBI looking at the documents that were already in place before is not going to yield a great deal. But remember, even last week, the WHO came out and said that we should have further investigations into the origins of COVID-19. That was immediately pushed back by the Chinese Communist Party. But, President Biden has an opportunity also to bring other countries and bring allies on board and the international community on board to ask for an investigation and information from the laboratory that we do not have, because this is important. It's important for public health, not only here in the United States, but also abroad. It's important for national security. And it's also important that I think those in the media realize what an important role they play. And you shouldn't just dismiss something because you don't like the origin or the person who's providing that information. I mean, people were ridiculed. They were ostracized. You know what happened to Senator Tom Cotton. I can tell you my doctor colleagues and I feel that it was very difficult to discuss these issues. So it was really, censored or canceled in the media. And I think that means all of us need to sit back and take a look and understand that it's important for this information to get out. There are valid reasons why we need to know, even a year and a half into the pandemic.
Exactly. Well, thank you for coming on tonight, but really thank you for the work that you and your colleagues have done there. It's incredibly important that you've put these findings out, and we'll keep pushing, and I know you will too. Congresswoman Mariannette Miller-Meeks, thank you so much.